So what's the deal, young world? It's your boy Cash the Ruler. I'm just gonna make this quick video. You dig? I had questions on some of my different sites on my YouTube and stuff like that. Uh, People ask me what I do. I know the reason why people ask me that, but inbox me on Facebook to y'all people. Y'all know who y'all is. You see this? Inbox me on Facebook, and we can go one on one. And I'll let you know some things. You dig? But for everybody else who out there trying to figure out what I be doing, man, you gonna have to do that as well. But I'm gonna just tell you this right here: it's nothing illegal, and I believe in God. And in order to explain that and demonstrate and display that to you people who watching, I don't act like the world. I don't talk like the world or none of that. That's what separates me. That's why when I say I believe in God, you understand I do things along those guidelines. You dig? But I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth into this video. I done said this before in another video, man. I stopped rapping, man, because the rap game is rigged, man. Uh, Anything in this world that makes you want to go after it is of the world. It belongs to Satan. Period. Point blank. Fame. I'm not gonna say riches because God sets kings up and He knocks them down as well. As far as me, I'm not willing to sell my soul to nobody but God. So that just took me out of it. It just slimmed my chances of being famous or any of that in this world. You dig? I'm gonna tell you something, man. But before I do this, I'm gonna go into this video, man. And I'm gonna show y'all something, man. Check it out.
Oh, whoa, whoa. It was like a new batch came. Like the bitches rotated. It's a new batch came. And I was like, yo, man, fuck this. And it was something that just, they was there like, we ain't going nowhere, niggas. So I was like, we handpicked like about 20, like, yo, come on. Y'all all coming with us back to the studio. We brought them back to the studio and nigga started a party. Nigga, it was like a listening party, an unofficial listening party. We brought them all back to the studio, nigga. And there was a couple of his boys with us and everything. And then we just turned that music up real super loud. And everybody was boom, 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 jamming and shit. And I was like, I felt good. I forgot about the bullshit for a minute. Like my mind wasn't as stressed and trying to focus so much. And so I tell my engineer, D'Anthony, I think it was the truth, he'd stay up, he'd be up with us for like 4 fucking days. I'm like, yo, Ant, put on Sky's the Limit. You know, he put the beat on. I start blazing. I'm listening to it. And the fucking lyrics. So the crazy part was, I started writing it. I started pinning it. So I run out to the area, the lounge area. Pac sitting there, he got like 4 bitches around him. I said, yo, nigga, I got it. So that nigga said, he started smiling. He laid back in the couch. He's like, yeah, nigga, now go in there and lay it down. That nigga Pac said, yeah, nigga, now go in there and lay it down, nigga. I was like, yeah, you right. I ran back in that motherfucker, and that's when I was like, when that song Sky's the Limit. I'm happy to be alive. Never took a dive. Used to hang out with this king that had 43 wives. Didn't know who we loved the most because they all played closer than butter on toast. For rhyme, for reason, never treason. The king was always in season. Took me to the players, ball and all. Told me always keep my game tight and stand tall. You know what I mean? But that was all inspired by that. That was inspired by the atmosphere, the women around us. So one time I'm in the club, me and Pac up at the club, and it's all types of. It was one of them nights. It was Glam Slam, and there was a lot of women in the building. So, it's poetic justice is out. Girls going crazy, and so we by the bar. A couple of so takedown is virtually easy. It's like no brainer. You know what I'm saying? Like no, you ain't gotta say nothing. It's shorty. It's like I'm available type shit. I'm here. I'll be over to your left. I'll do whatever you want. In the building, that energy in the building. So we chilling, we by the bar, and especially back then, I would be on my shit. Like if I saw like 4, 5 dimes, I'd be like, hey, how y'all doing? I was always real cordial with my shit. Like, how y'all feel? Oh, shit's really big. How you doing? I'm like, yeah. What y'all drinking? All right, get them whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? And boom, I always walked around with 2 drinks. I get my drink, and I just walk. laughing. And he loved that. Probably like, nigga, you got 2 drinks? Fuck that, give me 2 drinks. So that started being our shit. We just walking around with 2 drinks, fucking out. So one thing about a bar, we just talking. We just talk about life and just deep shit. And then it was like 3 broads. They came. These bitches had on all black. Prettier than fucking It was like they had that look like the Kardashians. It was and that shit ain't nothing. That shit ain't look enhanced and that shit look all natural. So he nudged me like, I look, I said, ooh, yeah, nigga, it's on. Mm-hmm. We chilling, we drinking. I start my bullshit. What y'all drinking? Get these bitches whatever they want. Double them bitches up. And when they finish, give them another one. So we on our bullshit. We just drinking now. Me and just talking like, because we already know. They be like, I'll be over to your left. You know, you read that energy. So I was like, they ain't going nowhere. Keep these bitches drinking. So me and Pac still talking. Out of my fucking peripheral, nigga. Look, I can't make this up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell anybody this kind of shit. So I'm giving this shit to you exclusive. Check this one out. So out of my peripheral, you see certain shit through your peripheral. So I look, and it looked like something, like the bitch was moving, but it looked like something else, like some horror movies. Nigga, listen, it looked a little bugged out. So I looked again, bitch was regular pretty. I turned my head, I see some shit moving. I was like, so I'm saying to myself, am I high? Cause me and this nigga been smoking some good shit. I drink. I looked again. The bitch face kind of like disfigured, nigga. Now, I don't, hey. All I know is when I saw that motherfucking movie, Devil's Advocate, I was like, I seen that shit. The bitch was like that. So, nigga, it was a scene in there like that. Nigga, I went pop, nigga. I looked again, and the bitch face was regular. I looked again. Well, it was like the bitch was switched back. It was like she was morphing. I looked again. I said, yo, Parkers, get the fuck out of here. He was like, what's the matter, man? He said, we gonna bring the bitch. I said, we not bringing them bitches nowhere with us.
You know, I never forgot Jesus when I started seeing like these skits on the Chappelle Show when Charlie Murphy would talk about him. You know, and I started, you know, I never forget, you know, how Charlie Murphy would imitate Rick James, how he would just say, "No suppliers." You know, how Rick James used to talk. You know, and I never forgot I started doing it, but and I don't listen to Rick James, I never have, and never cared for him, never. And I never forgot when Jesus, you know, when he told me he's not with me, and I heard in Jesus' voice this anger. He didn't say, you know, and it's like the way he said it with more anger than he did sadness when it came to Rick James. Like when he was alive, and it's like, and the Lord's putting, when he was alive, he regarded himself as God, or like as God. Like, hey, I'm Rick James. You know, like people say, hey, you know, when he would say, I'm Rick James, you know what I'm saying? Rick James, which, you know what I'm saying? When they, you know, and he just, and he really regarded himself as God. He was just grimy. As a person, Rick James was not a pleasant person at all. Like, if you, nobody, just, hey, how you doing, Rick? You know, he had no regard for you. Back when he was younger, just, you know what I'm saying? He was just, and Rick James was welded into a wall. Imagine your soul, like, welded into the volcano-like wall. And, you know, just wedged there, like, you know, imagine your wall, you know, like quicksand, you know, when quicksand happens, just, you know, like Jumanji, when he was welded in, when Robin Williams was in the floor. Same thing, you know, he was just wedged in the wall, forgotten about. And the lava would just come down, and he would just scream, just, and just scream, you know, from being wedged in his wall, and you just, lava just slowly pouring down on him. And I could tell he had no rest. No rest. And then, I never forgot, you know, when it came to Tupac, I used to like Tupac a lot. You know, the songs he did, like I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto, Until the End of Time. When he did songs like that, If My Homies Call, you know, I used to like Tupac a lot, man. I did. I ain't gonna lie to you, just because a lot of songs really just spoke out to me, especially in the time. Like, I could quote his rap, like, I never forgot. I used to like his raps, like, cause I thought it was just like straight up. And I never forgot. I asked Jesus, and I really asked him once, like, I asked him, "Is he with you?" And he would tell me, "No, he's not with me." And I would say, "Is he alive?" And he would say, Jesus would say to me, "My son, I know of the rumors of him being alive, but he is dead. He's not alive, and he's in the place of the dead." He didn't say the place of the dead. That's me, but he was just saying he's not with me. Jesus doesn't say to me, if a person, he doesn't say like, "Hey, this person's in hell." He'll either say this person's with me or this person's not with me. Jesus, Father God is the God of the living, not the dead. With that said, Tupac is in the place of the dead. When it came to Pac, when I seen him, it's like we were in this. I know I was still in hell, but we was in this. I was in this. Me and his brother in Christ, and I could see it. We were in this like. How I couldn't explain it to you, but where he was in this like museum in hell, where it's like like famous people would be, and but they still going through torment. When I looked at Pac was cut up. His like a skull and crossbones. His arms were by his head. His neck and his arms were plaque on the on the same plaque together. His legs were cut off. His upper body was cut off, and they was put in different places. And he feels the pain of it. Imagine you cut off your hand. If you cut off your hand, it's gonna hurt for a little while. Then it's gonna go away after you do some stuff to it. It'll still hurt, but but for him, as he's cut up, it still feels fresh, like it just happened. And he feels that for all eternity, how it felt to be cut, to have your limbs cut, to cut your body parts cut up. And in this place, it's like, on earth, man, Pop just like, he liked the attention. He liked the attention. But in that place, he does the best he can not to draw no attention to himself. Not to make a sound, peep, nothing. He, in that place, he, like, as the demons would walk past, they would torment his body parts, and he would just scream, but I never forgot, there was instances where the demons would look like they're gonna walk past him and not look at him, or walk past him and not mess with him, and then they would just come rush back like, "Hi, Pop," and just torment his body parts and just scream like, "Ah." And I don't know why.